Lena Watts, the CEO of Avenir Industries, had everything anyone could desire: wealth, success, and a lavish lifestyle. But despite her achievements, there was one thing that money couldn't buy: love. Avenir was a prestigious company, renowned for its cutting edge tech and innovative approaches. But Lena's social circle was confined to boardrooms and exclusive events, leaving little room for authentic connections. She often noticed the employees in her building, the ones who cleaned, served, and ensured everything ran smoothly. It wasn't that Lena was indifferent to them. On the contrary, she admired their work ethic. But it was always the same routine. She would pass them by, unnoticed, behind her veil of power. She longed for something real, something unpretentious. One rainy evening, after another lonely dinner in her penthouse, Lena had an idea. What if she could find someone who didn't know her as the CEO, someone who could love her for who she truly was? The thought of it filled her with excitement and fear in equal measure. The next day, she arrived at work early, well before her staff. She quietly made her way to the janitor's closet, borrowed an old uniform, and transformed herself into a cleaner. No one would recognize her. She would do this for just a few days, wandering the office, listening, observing. Maybe she would find someone who had the same yearning for a genuine connection. The first day was awkward. Lena stumbled over the mop and barely managed to clean the windows, but as she wandered the halls, she started to notice things she'd never seen before. The people, the little moments, the laughter in the break room. That's when she met Ethan. Ethan was a janitor in the building, a quiet man with gentle eyes who always greeted her with a friendly smile. He was warm and down to earth, and his humor made her laugh despite herself. They started chatting each morning. He would talk about his favorite books, and she would share snippets of her day, though never mentioning her true identity. Lena was struck by his authenticity, something she had missed for so long. For days she cleaned beside him, pretending to be just another worker. Their conversations became the highlight of her day, each one more meaningful than the last. Lena began to feel like a real person, not the polished, perfect CEO everyone admired from afar. Then one day, Ethan invited her to a small local cafe after their shifts. "You seem different," he said with a smile. "You've got a certain spark in your eyes. It's rare to see someone like you working here, you know." Lena hesitated. She felt a twinge of guilt. How long could she keep the charade going? But something inside her knew she had to come clean. "Ethan," she began, her voice soft, "I need to tell you something. I'm not really who you think I am." His brow furrowed and she felt her heart race. "What do you mean?" Lena took a deep breath. "I'm Lena Watts, CEO of Avenir Industries. The woman you've been talking to every day is not the real me. I wanted to know what it was like to be treated like everyone else, not as the boss. I wanted to find someone who would care about me, not my title." Ethan's face was unreadable for a moment, but then a slow smile spread across his face. "Well," he said, "if I'd known, I probably would have still invited you for coffee, maybe even sooner." Lena laughed, a sound of pure relief. "You would? Why not?" Ethan shrugged. "It's not every day you meet someone who's brave enough to strip away the mask." In that moment, Lena realized the most profound truth of all. Love doesn't come from power or status. It comes from authenticity, from vulnerability, from being seen for who you truly are. Over time, their bond deepened, no longer built on a lie, but on genuine affection and respect. Lena never returned to the cleaner's uniform, but she never forgot the lessons it taught her: that love is built on truth, and sometimes to find it, you have to be willing to take off the mask.